Hello, Ronlings. So, scary video today from the point of view that I'm in a place where I've been avoid coming to because there's rubbish here and a lot of activity. So I say a fair amount of activity. I've come here before because it's near where I live, cleaned up the rubbish, come back and it's not been there, come back a little while later and then it's been more rubbish. So it looks like it's an occasional use. So I've been avoiding it, but today I wasn't going to come out camping. At the last minute I was able to, so I had to quickly, before it gets too dark, rush to here because it was kind of like the nearest place. It's like a 10-minute walk from where I live, so a little bit of a risk because I've been avoiding it because it's a bit scary, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how that's going to go. Two pieces of exciting today. I've got a new inflatable pillow, which I'll show you when I set up. It's my first one. I've been stuffing my coat into a tent bag, which works fine, but now the weather is kind of getting a bit better. We're moving away from winter and it's getting warmer. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna have to have something because I won't be able to bring my coat. I'm not gonna bring my coat in the middle of summer. So I bought a little inflatable pillow, and this is the first time I'll be using my OEX Bobcat 1, the old fella, the old man, the old BC one, because I put it up in the garden but I haven't actually used it yet, so this will be the first time I'm using it. So a couple of bits of exciting today. I'm going to need to set up before it gets dark because I'm really losing the light. Let's go, let's do it. New pillow. So when I went online, there was like, so you automatically go to the well-known brands first. Noisy. Right next to a motorway. So you automatically go to the known brands first. So I started there and I'm like, what? They're so expensive. I'm thinking, what if I go cheaper? What am I losing? What's wrong with going cheaper? What do I lose? My first ever one, so I don't know what I'm getting. So I thought, you know what, I'll just get a really cheap one, because £20–30 for a pillow is a bit much, I think. So I thought, well, let's get a cheap one, and maybe I'll find out with the cheap one why they're so expensive. So this was £8.99 off of Amazon, which I think is a very reasonable price. Love the little handle. How cute was that? There's different colours. I went with orange for no real reason because I couldn't care less what colour it was, but the inside of my OEX Bobcat is orange, so I went with orange. I don't like blowing things up my mouth. I really don't like blowing things up my mouth, but there is nothing I have that fits this valve, so you know what, I'm gonna have to concede. Good, so that's that. And I can't see why the others are so expensive and why you'd need to get expensive, because it's really soft and has a sort of a very warm sort of feel to it. It's lovely in ribs. It's got a cutout. I've already put my neck on it and it feels lovely. The back has got these tiny little spots. They're rubber spots to stop it slipping. It has a strap that is unpoppers, so it's removable if you don't like it. So I can't see why you'd go for £20–30 for a pillow when £8.99 feels comfortable. It has, you know, like I said, the little rubber things on the back, the elastic to keep it on. It's removable popper elastic. It's poppers for the elastic. So I don't know why you'd, like, tell me why you'd spend 20 when £8.99 feels really good. So I'm sticking with that, but proof is in the pudding, as my mum always says. So until tonight I won't know for sure whether it's any good, but my initial thoughts are, why would you bother spending anything else? There you have it. Around tonight's home, there's my setup, my lovely little bobcat, and god blimey, it's like luxury compared to what I was sleeping in. So I have the OEX Leviathan, my new pillow that I just showed you, Trekology UL 80 Dewberry sleeping bag. So I'm going to zip up now. Got the bugs getting in. And then my lovely vestibule, which all my stuff is in. I still have room to spare. Vestibule. I've never had a vestibule. It's awesome. For the first time ever, I bought my camera tripod as well. I've been trying to struggle with this little thing that keeps falling over every time you put it on an uneven floor. So this is the area around me. Signs of activity on the floor, you might notice. I didn't bring any camouflage today because normally I come down here, which I come down here a lot just when I'm walking for the day. I'm really covered. But it's really exposed. I can see right into that field there with the horses. This is kind of unnerving because that means that people are going to be in that field for their horses, I would imagine. And if anyone walking anywhere across there, I can be seen from miles away. That concerns me a bit. It's normally really full up with trees and you can't even see past it. So normally it's like this part here, it normally goes all the way along there, sort of like, and now it's really exposed. So and that's the best place I can get to. So just up there is the motorway. You can just see it past all the brush. That's why it's so noisy. And I've sort of tucked myself in here. There's a field there, so people coming from that direction can't see me, and people coming from that direction probably may not be able to see me, but anyone anywhere in that field will see me a mile off. It rained earlier today, so there's a nice little trickling puddle coming down here and ending up in this big bog here, which I'm right next to, but this is the highest point. So if it rains, because it rained a lot today, so if it rains anymore, then I'm going to be in trouble, because it's going to come up, because I know this boggy bit here gets bigger and bigger as it rains more, and I'm just there. That's the highest point I can go to, plus the most covered I am, which isn't amazingly covered, but you know, there looks nice. Then I'd be slap bang in the middle of this area and you'd see me from everywhere because around that corner is a big open space. So if I put myself there, wherever you are, you'd see me. And at the moment there's a horse staring at me thinking, you know, what are you doing? Well, he's not now. He was well giving me the looks. What are you doing in the field next to me? So that's pretty unnerving. I'm fairly exposed. I'm in a place I know people use because of the rubbish. Got bits of rubbish everywhere. This is going to be a nervy one. I didn't show you my setup because I'm trying to get done as quick as possible. That was actually quick. It didn't take me that long. But I'm going to get some dinner on now because I am starving. I wouldn't mind getting some food inside me. So that's that. Dinner this evening. Chicken tikka masala. I know it's kind of Chinesey having egg fried rice, but it's the only rice I've got left in this type of packet. My intentions are, it's a microwave thing, so it should be already cooked. So my intentions are to just chuck it all into one pot, heat it up, and Bob's your uncle. I was going to cook on the ridge monkey. I was going to cook on the ridge monkey tonight, but it was such a last minute thing. I didn't get any ingredients to do anything on there. I literally haven't got anything in the house. Not suitable for a ridge monkey. So it's just heating up food tonight. It was a last minute thing, so it's just going to be heating stuff up and eating it. Had to put a splash of water in there So once I put the rice in, which is meant to be done in the microwave, it kind of seemed to sort of almost absorb and dry everything out. So as a compensatory measure, I've chucked in a bit of water. That'll help boil the rice a bit, and yeah, it'll probably come back off in steam anyway. But yeah, it's going to be a nice meal. I didn't bother putting a balaclava on today because I'm very exposed, as I said earlier, but it's getting really dark now, so in not that long a time it's going to get to the point where nobody's going to see me anyway, unless they come right up to the tent. I managed to get away with it so far, so I managed to get away with being seen so far. I don't imagine anyone coming now. I mean, there's always that chance that kids come along with their torches and have a little muck about. There's always that chance, especially since there has been activity here, so there's always that concern. But yeah, nobody's going to actually see me from a distance and come over and say anything now. I just realised I haven't put my guy ropes up. I'm not that fussed about that because there's no wind. The only thing it might do is rain, because the clouds are looking a bit, and it's been raining really heavy today, so it might rain. I wonder how well I'm going to sleep. There's this constant noise of traffic just behind me. I wonder how well I'm going to sleep with that. I mean, it's going to lessen as the night goes on, but it's quite a major road, so it's going to be constant. Or it might lessen, but it's going to be constant. So I wonder how well I'm going to sleep there. Other than that, my concerns about people coming and seeing me from a distance, it's actually not another. It's actually a nice little place. I've known this place for ages. I've always come for walks in this field. Loads of people walk their dogs here. So I've been here a lot. I've been here many times. And this place is, I always come down here and have a look, because I kind of wanted to be here, but on the other hand, I'm a bit scared about being here because I can see there's activity. And it was just because it was a last minute thing. It was like, oh, well, it's getting dark. I haven't got time. It's got darker later than I thought, actually. But so I had more time than I thought. But I knew it was getting dark soon, and I thought I haven't got time to drive somewhere, then backpack walk somewhere, and then camp. Yeah, I haven't got time for that. So this was like really nearby, 10 minutes on foot. But I'm just a bit scared about. I don't know the air. I've not had the experience of camping here, and so I was a bit scaredy pants. But if I get up early enough in the morning before people come along, or to be honest, if people come along in the morning, it kind of doesn't really matter because I'm going anyway. It's only one night, so I guess my only worries is kids coming along with their torches and to have a laugh. They might be nice kids. They might be horrible. You just don't know. I guess that's my only worry. Yeah, there's activity here, but I don't know what kind of activity it is. Is it kids or is it what? I don't know. It's coming along nicely though. It's actually a good one. I really like the Asda curries, the chicken tikka. Well, all the Asda curries really. The sauce is really nice, and they give you really big chunks of chicken. Considering it's as the own make, it's actually really good. I really like their curries. Yeah, well worth the money. So yeah, this is actually not a kind of a put up with because I'm out type meal. I actually really like the curries. So as soon as I saw it in the cupboard, I was like, have some of that. Well, I'm still eating my curry, so it shows you how quick that went dark. I had to go and get my light. Ow. I just sort of Took a few mouthfuls of, well, it felt like I took a few mouthfuls of curry. Went to switch the camera on to say something, and I couldn't see anything. I was like, hang on a minute, I only took 2 mouthfuls of curry, and in that time I've gone from can't see anything. Now I forgot what I was going to say. That wasn't what I was going to say. There's a light over there and I'm a bit concerned what that is. So I'm going to go into stealth mode and turn this light off. It's a stationary light. Try a bit closer. It's a stationary light. It's not moving around. It's quite far away. If it was a torch on someone's head or holding it, it would be jiggling around all over the place. But it hasn't moved for ages. So it's probably on the side of a building. Can't be a street light or anything, there is no roads that way. It's probably on the side of a building. It's not somebody's light in their window. It is a light. So it's maybe a, I don't know, like some sort of, you know, lights that they have on the side of the buildings. It hasn't gone off and it hasn't moved, so it's the thing about being here for the first time. I don't understand what I'm seeing. What I was going to say the last time, whereas I've got a bit of an inconvenience because I normally put whatever food I've got in this pot and do my tea in this pot. But because I was putting, that holds a whole tin of whatever, easy. But because I was having a whole tin of something and rice, it wouldn't have all fit in the thingy, so I've had to use my kettle. So now I have to rinse it out, well, wash it out properly to make a cup of tea. It's probably going to taste like curry now. I'll have a curry tea. I'm trying to have it as light as possible, so I don't really want to bring any more than my cook set, which is just that and a smaller pot. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. So I had a bit of a scare there. That light, I said that was just on the side of a building because it was stationary. Started getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and I'm thinking, uh-oh. And it was actually a car driving on on a field. The other field over there, where the horses are, is actually a separate field. There's a little barbed wire fence separating them, so it's actually not part of the same field. But this car was getting closer and closer. I'm thinking, it looks like they were just checking their horses in their field. They just drove up to it. They went and had a look. I don't know what they were doing. Went and had a look at the horses, and then they got back in the car and drove off. So I was like, I'll tell you what, I put me balaclava on quick smart there, sort of chucked it on and dived into behind a bush, and I wish I'd have got my phone out and recorded it, but it's one to their left. I sort of went, but no, they were actually in that field in some sort of vehicle, probably a 4-wheel drive job because it's really boggy. They were just checking out their horses, I guess, just making sure they're all there. But so that was a bit of that's the first time I've actually sort of I don't know, questioned being here, being anywhere. You know, like, ooh, I shouldn't have come. But no, they were just checking out their horses. So it's all good. I literally just turned over, closed my eyes and went, I didn't say goodnight. I just didn't even think about it. I watched a programme on telly and then brushed my teeth, And then got back into bed and went, oh, I didn't say goodnight, so I'm kind of all ready. So there you go. It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from him. I'll catch you in the morning for breakfast and a cup of coffee, I imagine. Good night. Good morning. It's pouring down with rain, so I'm gonna have to put the tent away soaking wet, and I'm gonna get soaking wet. It's nice to be able to sort of open the window and look out like this. I like it. Window? Is it a window? Open the door. Open the window, open the door. And just look out. It looks like I'm going to have to put away the tent wet. And I'm going to get wet. Never mind. Never mind. Well, apologies for the abrupt ending, but I just realised that my alarm didn't go off and it's super late. I was kind of wondering why there's people walking around in the fields, because there's like dog walkers and stuff, and I thought, oh, I wonder what the time is, because I woke up before my alarm went off, and it's super late, so I didn't get time for a coffee or breakfast or anything, because I just needed to get up and get out. I didn't realise it was so late. So I hope this video was, despite the almost like the ending missing off of this video because of the abrupt ending. I like to end with a coffee and a breakfast and my thoughts of the morning, but it wasn't to be, I'm afraid. So I hope you still enjoyed it, and of course I'd love you to subscribe, click the bell, blah blah blah, because it'd be lovely for my channel, and it'll be lovely to be able to keep bringing you stuff like this, because the more enthusiasm I get, the more enthusiasm I get, if you see what I mean. So signing off, and I'll see you on the next one, because there will be another one planned soon.